So there were 452 illegals apprehended at the Hyundai mega plant construction site yesterday near Savannah. And I was the one that reported the information that I had to ICE. But it goes beyond just someone working illegally. Let me explain to you. These people are working for slave wages. Some are not getting paid. Some are being trafficked. They send money home to their country. They give money to their handler. They have hardly anything left. They live in homes 5 families deep, have no quality of life. It's modern day slavery. So if you think that ICE is just going in and ripping people out of their jobs, these hardworking people that want a better life, well, guess what? Politicians have really screwed these people, because when they came here, they thought they were, hey, the border's open, we're coming in, we're going to get the 5-star treatment, and we can go to the big Walmart, and we can live in a 5-star hotel, and that's just not how it is. It's very bad conditions, very inhumane, and the Biden administration started a humanitarian crisis. So y'all can't just look at it like they're ripping good people off the job. They're probably saving their lives in the long run.
Let's take it from the top. It's not Hyundai, it's Hyundai. So if you're going to report anything to ICE, at least know the freaking name of it. Number 2, in the first Trump administration, there was an agreement signed between Donald Trump and the South Koreans to bring some of their car manufacturing here to the United States. The South Koreans built a factory in the state of Georgia, and recently they have been adding to it, partnering with one of America's companies, LG, to produce electric vehicles, which would have brought billions to the state of Georgia and to the entirety of the United States, and put a lot of people to work. Something you MAGA supporters are always complaining about. All of our manufacturing is being shipped overseas. And now that it's back in the United States, you want to open up your big fat Oopa Loopa mouth to ICE to get these people deported. And now all work has had to cease. And we've just damaged our relationship with one of our closest partners in Asia. I mean, do you people not think? It's this type of ignorance and silliness that got us Donald Trump in the first place, because you people just blindly do stuff. And now you just cost the state of Georgia jobs and
the way these people were being treated is what matters. I didn't know a damn thing about the Koreans. That wasn't my dish, and obviously that's being investigated because they had work visas that had expired.
First of all, Tori, you look like the love child of Kate Gosselin and Mama June. Second, you should see what the President of the United States has to say about this, because he's walking this back as well.
It's a battery factory in that case, as I'm told. And when they're building batteries, if you don't have people in this country right now that know about batteries, maybe we should help them along and let some people come in and train our people.
Because Hyundai, pronounced like Sunday, not Hyundai like you're saying, is a Korean company. So it makes sense in this instance that Hyundai would send Korean nationals over to train people as those factories are being built. And I notice you have your comments turned off on your most recent video, so it sounds like someone can't take the heat. Because you potentially royally screwed up the Georgia economy. You're risking potentially up to 8,500 jobs. And you said that you didn't know that there were Korean workers there, which means that you probably didn't know anything at all. Because if it's already difficult for you to pronounce Hyundai, then, I'm assuming that a lot of other things are probably difficult for you too. But anyways, have the day.
So this Tori woman actually admitted to calling ICE on Asians. Guys, hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So credit goes to the creators in these videos. Guys, in Georgia, this Tori woman admitted that she called ICE on Asian workers at the Hyundai battery plant. Soon after, the ICE agents carried out one of their biggest raids in recent history. Guys, many of the Korean workers were engineers. They were specialists sent to train staff, install equipment. And according to research, it showed that many of them may not have had the correct paperwork, but they held valid visas. Guys, despite this, ICE swept them, detained them, and it caused chaos and confusion. Now, this plant built by Hyundai and LG was a massive project meant to bring thousands of jobs, guys, billions of dollars to the states, and this Karen called ICE on them. And as usual, guys, the internet is on fire. Many people are angry. that how can one telephone call just trigger an international incident? Critics are saying that she acted recklessly because that's just the truth. She put politics before people, and they are saying that she wanted to make the headlines. Guys, this woman is running for Congress. Ha! The backlash is intense, and they are saying that this raid actually did more harm than good because it targeted more than workers, right? It delayed a major investment, guys, because it just feels like an attack on people that came legally to do important work. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep watching. Let's see what these creators have to say.
I love how y'all say, oh, she's doubling down. She's reneging on what she said. Listen, I stand on business.
Then stand on this business, lady, especially when you're running for office. I hope your constituents know how much damage you managed to do to the state single-handedly. It's rare to be able to point to one person and say, you did all of this. As a result of you not being able to stand brown people, Korea has completely halted all major U.S. investment projects. Yup. Including the $4.6 billion that was going to the state of Georgia. Your Republican governor hailed it as the single greatest foreign investment the state had ever seen. The battery factory that was slated to be completed would have provided 8,500 jobs to Georgians. That was before you got your hands on an iPhone. I mean, they sum it up pretty well here. Korean workers are treated like criminals for building factories that Washington itself lobbied for. If this continues, investment in the U.S. could be reconsidered. So I hope your potential constituents, and just the state of Georgia, moreover, realize that you single-handedly cost the state of Georgia billions of dollars worth of foreign investments and untold thousands of jobs that otherwise would have gone to Georgia residents. You think other countries are going to be stoked to invest in Georgia after seeing their people chained at the ankles like fucking animals because that's what you think they are? No. This will stick with Georgia for decades to come. It'll be much harder for y'all to attract foreign investment after this fiasco. Well done. For one, MAGA, I mean, usually the damage is pretty limited, but you managed to incite a diplomatic crisis between us and one of our closest former allies. Who knows how much damage you've actually done for your own.
That lady from Georgia proudly talk about how she called ICE on those poor Korean employees, the Hyundai plant. And it's Hyundai, not Hyundai. And what gets me the most is how she's comparing their work environment to modern day slavery. I don't think she understands South Korea is a developed country. To get in a top company like Hyundai and Samsung, you have to be highly educated. It's very competitive out there. These are corporate environments. It's just crazy to see people be so proud and open about viewing color in that way, and that these are the same people that are running for leadership. This is why it's important to be cultured and travel and talk to people that look different than you. Also why it irks me when people try and tell me that racism doesn't really exist. It's there, people just hide it.
So I be wondering, do these damn Karens just wake up and be like, who life can I fuck up today? Cause did y'all hear about that lady that called ICE on the Hyundai plant workers? It was 450 workers. She done called ICE on them. They done all came and ICE done detained them all. But I guess they had to be illegal immigrants for them to detain them all. But damn, why do people go out of their damn way to make somebody suffer? That's 450 families that they got out here that they not gonna come home to. That they gonna have to get a call and get the news that they father or uncle or brother or cousin ain't coming home. Because you just decided to wake the hell up and call ICE on the whole plant. And now they talking about South Korea mad. Why the hell people can't mind they damn business? That be taking it to, like, that's take 450 people. Her name is Tori Branum. Y'all can go look it up. Y'all, that is sad.
Woman who just went online bragging about being the reason 475 people were just arrested. It didn't go the way that you thought, did it? Because the way that you were so happy to share with the world voluntarily that you were the one that contacted ICE, that got that Hyundai plant that was in the middle of being constructed, completely shut down, and over 400 people arrested, most of them being Koreans, which you seemed kind of confused about until you realized that Hyundai is owned by Koreans. And that the reason they had so many people from other countries here was because they knew they were going to have to train Americans to do this job. Because all of their instructions from Korea were in Korean. So they got approval to send people here to the United States to construct their massive facility in the way that you were like, now look, there's over 475 jobs that are now going to be available for people in Georgia because they weren't giving these jobs to Georgians. That's right, they couldn't give these jobs to people in Georgia because none of them spoke the language. In her narrative of bringing 475 jobs to people in Georgia are making the world laugh because anyone who understands that they were just constructing this facility, this was going to be a facility that would have given nearly 9,000 jobs to people in Georgia. She had zero concept of that. All she saw were people from other countries in her state, specifically in her town, and it upset her so much that she contacted ICE and said that she was doing it because they had unsafe working environments and they weren't getting paid enough. So she contacted ICE. Because of her fight for the people of Georgia, they have lost all of their people who were going to train them for the jobs that this facility would have brought. The owners of this facility, the investors, the people paying for it and bringing all of these jobs into the state of Georgia are now threatening to can it all. That's right, they are going to shut down this construction site and they are not going to continue building their facility that would have brought almost 9,000 jobs to her state. Would have not known any of this had she not come online and bragged about it. Oh, and she's also running.
Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because this just shows how one decision driven by politics can create waves that can reach far beyond the single community. Because she calling ICE as set of a chain of events that has disrupted lives, right? It has delayed billions of dollars, right, that can come from that project. And what might have been a simple political move for a campaign probably has turned into a crisis, and people are angry. Families have been separated. Skilled workers are thought they follow the rules were suddenly treated differently. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I feel that she thinks that with this move she's going to be a hero. People will say, oh yeah, good job, well done, and all of that. But she's finding out that is not the case at all. Rather than being embraced, she is facing backlash. And what happened in Georgia just reminds us that every action has consequences. It has consequences for individuals, for families, for the economy, and for the nation as a whole. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, because people are right to be angry, right? Because it's not just about enforcing the law, it's about fairness, humanity, and whether we as individuals are ready to put people before politics. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.